Hi everyone, it's Kerry from Kez's Cards and Candles here, wanting to make this Christmas card for you today. It's early, I know, but gosh, it catches up pretty quickly if we don't get started soon. It's called a triple front card. That's actually what I call it. I'm not sure what its true name is. It's a bit like a concertina fold card, but it stands up beautifully and has a gorgeous display. I've written all the measurements down for you and what you'll need, so we'll get to. I'll pop that to one side. Our card base is measured at 10 inches by 5.5 inches. We need a DSP, sorry I'm in a mess here. A DSP we need two pieces at 2 3/4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, or 7 centimetres by 13.3 centimetres. This is from our Joyous Noel designer series paper, and it's just beautiful. It's got the gorgeous foil on it as well, and the background's Merry Merlot, which I just love for Christmas. It's beautiful. And we need one piece at 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, or 4.5 centimetres by 13.3 centimetres. Then we've got our little front panel, which we have one piece which measures 2 7/8 by 2 7/8 inches, one piece at 2 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches, and one piece at 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. And we've just got our little sentiment there that I've punched out of the labels box that we got all the stamps and the labels in as well. And this is the frame I've cut out with the stitched shapes framelets. And the square one that we're using is just the second and third largest of the stitch shapes in the square. Or you could use round, it doesn't really matter. And the sentiment is also from Merry Christmas to All, and I love this because it has matching dies, and I love it when they bring out words that you can pop up onto your card front, and they're great with our double-sided adhesive sheets. Fantastic, make everything so much easier. All right, I'll bring in the scoreboard. And sorry about my squeaky chair, I keep thinking I have to oil it and I haven't. Our first score is going to be at 3 inches or 7.6 centimetres, 4 inches or 10.2 centimetres, 6 inches or 15.2 centimetres, and 7 inches or 17.8 centimetres. And that's all of our scoring is done. I hope that was in shot for you. Now we need to make some folds. Now the card front needs to pop out, so we're going to do this. First fold is going to be a valley fold. Then we have a mountain fold, another mountain fold, and a valley fold. Okay, so we can show you now how that forms that triple front. So easy. This is great for beginners to do, I think. Okay, so we'll start layering up now. I'm going to do the two side panels. Just using some snail. I would normally use fast fuse, but I'm not allowed to anymore because it's discontinued, which is really sad. Okay, we need to get this really nice and straight on here. So take your time when you're lining up, and I know it's painful to watch me doing it, but it's best in the long run. DSP is just gorgeous. I really love it. It's a bit crooked, that's okay. For the purpose of a video, it will look fine in the end. All right, now our little front piece. Must snail seems to be behaving today. Usually when I make videos, my snail misbehaves and it patches up all over the place. Okay, so there's our front piece on. Looks gorgeous already. You can just about leave it just like that. Okay, and now our next pieces are our little front panels. Same again, just layering. There's only a tiny little border around this one, so just need to be really careful that we get this one nice and straight, which the first card I made I had to pull it all off because it was just that tiny bit crooked, and it makes a huge difference, although I think I've cut my paper crooked there. It's okay, I might be able to hide it with my sentiment panel. Same with this one, just a tiny little border. Alright, my panel's going to cover that nicely. Right, now here's our little frame, and when I've cut the frame out, I've laid the two dies together, and I've used our foam strips on the back to pop it up. Everybody knows by now that I love dimension on my cards, so something has to pop up somewhere when I make a card. Needs to go nicely in the middle. It's funny, you can do things correctly 1,000 times when you're not videoing, but the minute you start to video, everything goes haywire. Everything. Okay, and on the back of our sentiment, how I did this was to pop it up. I actually put the dimensionals onto the frame first, so that way I would know just exactly where to sit my little sentiment. Oops. I don't know if you can hear the wind outside. The palm trees outside my house are absolutely going berserk. Okay. And just for the back, I used some Tombow, just so it would hold nice and firm. And this could go anywhere really that you liked it. I really liked it in the middle, so that's where I'm going to do this one again. And I'm going to use these as my own Christmas cards, so I'm not too worried about what colours or how perfect my card is. I'm sure if you're making it, you'll go slower and pay much more attention. And how easy is that? There you have a gorgeous little card with a beautiful sentiment. Stands up gorgeously on your mantelpiece or wherever you'd like it to stand. Will mail beautiful and flat in an envelope, and I hope you have a go making this card. Pause the video, write down all of the things that you need, pick up your DSP if you'd like to shop with me. I'll put a link in my bio or down below in the video, and you'll be able to purchase these beautiful papers, dies, everything you need to make gorgeous cards. Thanks for watching. Have a gorgeous day.